What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review a 2006 mixtape by Pharrell. Basically, this product is called In My Mind, the Prequel, and it came out in the spring of 2006. Now, within the fair about it here, this particular product is a Gangsta Grillz extra as far as these formats can happen. So this scooped up the affiliation of DJ Drama back in like the mid-2000s, pitches like that, excellent type of ordeals to get this. Now, this is a particularly pretty vanilla mixtape, but it was just very esoteric within the aspects behind it. It's kind of the tone as far as particularly saying Pharrell, for the most part, does not commonplace kind of drop projects that oftenly. He does have those nerd albums with the Neptunes, fairs like that. I don't know if it's full bound the Neptunes, but he did like some side kind of rock projects that I need to get to at some stage, the nerd albums. But in terms of like his solo kind of more R&B type fair pitches like that, not as super common even to this day. Now I think by this particular stage, way out in 2025, Pharrell has at least dropped some degree of other project, not as full bound. Sure, I need to look into some of those type ones, but the last I checked, Pharrell dropped his hit album, which was Girl, in 2014, so he has at least two albums that are kind of R&B and pseudo rap type formats, pitches like that. In my opinion, this is probably like the third largest kind of solo Pharrell type album. Some of these type fairs, like I said, it was a Gangsta Grillz within these pitches, which is usually the hierarchy. Gangsta Grillz are typically one of the larger hierarchies of mixtape type lore pitches like that. So it's within the ordeal as far as saying, now within the aspects, Pharrell, like I said, only has so many type projects. I think, I want to say he did like something possibly in like 2020 or like the early 2020s, some of those type fair, but it's been quite some time since within the particular aspect about his kind of pitch and just saying there was like a song he did with Rihanna, some of those type fairs, but just the pitch as far as saying, not super ton of these, but the aspect behind it, this is a pretty bolster type product to get here, but it is kind of a vanilla type mixtape. It's kind of within the aspect, hustle bound, but not as much within the Tibble type soul that you would have gotten from like Jeezy, Lil Wayne, this that particular type format. But it does have some good pitches within the aspect, like good flair amongst like the bounce, like Dave Bustle pitch like that. So it's just kind of basically like getting like a suburban kind of DJ Drama mixtape type. It's a good batch of getting like a suburban kind of DJ Drama Gangsta Grillz as far as these formats gonna have. Not as full bound kind of cocaine, not as ardent kind of cocaine lore pitches like that, but it is a good, excellent kind of glancing blow within these aspects for us. These pitches can happen just within the tone of like the feisty, like the ferocious type bite that just is a reminder that Pharrell can definitely do some vicious type rap within these pitches. So this is kind of for it. Now, when I reviewed In My Mind back in earlier 2025 pitches like that, that was a classic album within those aspects, definitely some vicious type tones. The only real thing this album lacks within the appeal is just a hit, kind of hot to trot type club bop on there within the similar type vibes, like Can I Have It Like That with Gwen Stefani, as far as those pitch can have in some of those type ones. It's kind of the pitch. I mean, this is kind of excellent type fair with some of these. There are a couple ones on here that I didn't know is full bound. Like there are some new treats on here. There's some excellent freestyles on here, pitches like that. The songs like Trap or Die by Jeezy and like Damn by the Youngbloods, some of these type pitches on here. But there's a couple of these I don't know full bound if they were particular songs by other folks. I kind of have more or less a guess of that. I'm still going to talk about a couple of these ones within the aspect of some of those, like Liquid Swords, I think is by Jizza or something like that. I have not listened to that album. I looked up the album. It appeared to be a single, but I didn't want to spoil the album whenever I would get to that, so I figured within the pitch, not too many songs called Liquid Swords. That's one of which. Then Paid in Full, which I want to say is Eric B and Rock Him, something like that. So it's kind of the tone. There's a couple of these that I'm going to talk about it if they're songs, despite the fact that they're more freestyles pitched like that. But I look after it. It's kind of a wayside type album within the pitch. I do like some of these neighborhood type genres. It's more pedestrian within like the fair. Just there's some hotbox songs in here that are definitely real nice. There's some daydrinking type songs that are real nice as well. Some, yeah, the hotbox songs are good. Some Just Got Done with Work Shift, and amidst like the task of work shift type fair, just amidst the pitch of just the bust out like the blunt rap, some of these type pitches with pals, some of these type aspects have the PlayStation on, some of these type fairs just extracurricular type fair just with like the hangout lax type fashion, some of these type tones, good sunshine kind of get within the aspects behind it. Yeah, it's about the only real thing that to say that the mixtape kind of lacks with that aspect, but it's good. Definitely very excellent, pleasant type album pitches like that within these songs. So 10 out of 10 mixtape. There's 16 songs in here. There's 5 skits out of the 21 songs on here. Minus 5 skits narrows it down to 16. Out of the 6 songs that are freestyles to other songs, there's at least 5 songs I'm not going to talk about, which is like one of which is This Is the Life with Family, which is to Damn by the Youngbloods. It Was a Great Day, which is Today Was a Great Day by Ice Cube. Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube, pitches like that. The Message by Ice Cube, which I forget the name of that song, but I think it's like Check Yourself, something like that. Both those songs off the Predator, good pitches like that. Grills by Nelly is one of the ones that he freestyle. Girls by Nelly has a good freestyle flip of a song on there, and then Trap or Die With, which I want to say was also in Young Dro's Day One mixtape, which came out pretty much approximately around the same time, right before Young Dro dropped Best Thing Smoking off the Day One mixtape from the spring of 2006. That's also on this mixtape, has T.I. and Young Dro, and they're good pitches like that. It's to Trap or Die by Jeezy. Then there's also like a recent Pharrell type bop that was on the Twist album from late 2005, which was Lavish, which is an excellent type song. So definitely within those pitches, but looking after it, so narrows it down to 10 songs I'm going to talk about. Recommend all 10 of those, a 10 out of 10 album with, or 10 out of 10 mixtape pitches like that. It's just the product. Yeah, Secret Treats of Pharrell is definitely within the pitch for us, and this is definitely one. This is a downloadable type one. I was able to download this mixtape, so it has some good aspects about it here. It's kind of pitch definitely for Pharrell, who typically kind of has expensive type production in terms of like his Neptune's beats pitches like that. It's not to say it's full bound, but according to like T.I. and folks like that, it's kind of aspect as far as saying that T.I. wanted to have like an album worth of Neptune's beats on like I'm Serious pitches like that, but could only afford like 2 or 3 or 4 of them, something like that. So they do run for probably over 50 grand, something like that within those pitches. So it's just the aspects for saying, but so getting like a Pharrell mixtape in 2006, especially when he doesn't drop his Commonplace, kind of like the aspect of someone like Eminem or Jay-Z kind of doing it just within the appeal as far as saying that he's definitely a lot more elusive within the aspect of like the usual Commonplace. So it's just good. This is definitely pretty good steal to say this is free pitch like that, just within a ton. Just not as commonplace. Some of these type ones, the Liquid Swords is nice, but like the pitch, I think this was the Jizza beat, but still good type flair to get this, like a super slogged and good kind of frustrate type song. I'd say pitches like that. It's kind of aspect of really having some swamp type fare. It's like a hotbox classic, just like so many of the Wu-Tang type songs that kind of do those vibes. Old Dirty Bastard, Method Man, Ghostface Killah, a bunch of folks like that, RZA. This would be a good, nice one to really laugh hard to. I just could see the pitch of something happening within like these smoke sessions pitches like that, where you really get some laugh on real heavily pitch like that. Just the aspect of really tripping out and enjoying like the times of it. Just good pitch like that. Just heavy going time pitch like that. Just within some of those zone outs. It's a good song to have like some crunchy toggles, good aspects like that. Just throw in some of those type mixtures just to enhance it even for the spicy type toggles pitches like that. Classic type flavor pitches like that. Strung Out's another one that's kind of within that variety. Strung Out's like a murky kind of electro swamp pitch to get here, just 2000s kind of lo-fi, kind of very much similar to the way Tyler the Creator was doing things like the early 2010s pitches like that. It's definitely like an early bird kind of odd future type song, so those type pitches, just a lounge type tune pitches like that, just more homebound. One of those type ones that blow blunt bubbles too, pitches like that, just some smoke sesh type fare, just in a good sedate type sense, just good bop along within pitches like that. So some homies wild out pitches like that. This particular song goes along pretty well with like the aspect of When Skateboard Came, some of these type tones within it. When Skateboard Came and High Rollers, some of these type aspects. I'm going to go ahead and talk about When Skateboard Came. So When Skateboard Came is like a basic homebound kind of roll-up green, I'd say, within the aspects of it here. Just days heavy to this one, pitches like that. Good trip to kind of have some of these type aspects here. Just jolly type song within pitches. Definitely the aspect of it having some favor of what's going on, pitch like that. Just kind of have some dope memes going, some of these type aspects. This is the product, this good fare, just from the product of good string of things, just a favorable day as far as those pitching happen, especially within like the meme type fare and just overall the smoke jaunt as far as those pitching happen. Just food tasting good, some of these type aspects within the tone behind it. High Rollers, another quality one on here. Is like a good, just got done with like the day task type song. Just bust out like the Jose Cuervo, some of these type aspects. Bust out Tekken, bust out games like Tekken, good games like that. Some of these type fares, just recent memes, kind of figure out. Just some recent kind of know your meme and memes, kind of 411. Some of those type pitches with pals, good fares like that. Just a chillax type song kind of have here. It's a pretty social type album in a low-key type sense. It's just good pitches. This particular product compared to like the In My Mind album by Pharrell pitch like that one had a little bit more glam factor about it. Some of those type pitches within Social Spice. It's a little bit more within the activity. This pals kind of passing zags around some of those type pitches within the format of just standard fare, just kind of the more in-between type sesh type moments. It's just a little bit more lazy within pitch. Not to say lazy in terms of quality, but it's the aspect as far as like the tone of this extracurricular type fare of extra type noise within the aspect. Good secondary type thoughts from Pharrell within these pitches, considering he doesn't drop that much. Good type fare. Reminisce is a nice one on here. It's like a good take a load off, kind of ice cold beer fares like that. Ice cold beer, so some of these type products within it. Just good nostalgia with folks that I'd say within the aspect. Just some relief to kind of get. Just work later as far as this pitch can happen. Get to some more work later as far as this pitch kind of goes. There's a couple of these particular day drink type songs. Both this song, Reminisce, and Fortify are 2 ones that miss the fair. Probably hopping towards like a bar, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Now Reminisce feels more like a bar type song for more 4:35 p.m. once most of the task is over. It's just kind of within the pitch, just throwing some of that particular in there, just within the product of this. Within the product of some of these type tunes, not giving it like a lush type vibe or something like that. Not to say like that's foul within the pitch, but just the product of just having an extracurricular to kind of make up for like lost time as far as this pitch can happen within the aspects if you need to. The type pitch kind of do that. Fortified goes along with reminisce, good fares. So Fortified is like a good day drink, kind of bar hopping and sludge run get within these aspects here. It's like a plucky but sleepy kind of aspects like that. This Doritos run, some of these type pitches kind of throw them within the tone behind it. It's a good task to kind of have. Yeah, it's a little bit more plucky and miss the aspect of probably noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Some type pitches definitely go for like a Doritos jump. Some type fares just miss like the good sunshine type fares, spring and summer type sunshine pitches like that within those tone. Good spring and summer type sunshine pitches like that within those fares. Just get some tasks done within the pitch behind. So just miss the product to like the day, just miss like the fair, just kind of in between type sessions, just in between list of errands kind of do, but within the pitch getting them done. That's good pep pitches like that. I have to say, Word to the Motherland is a nice one on here as well. It's like an out in the neighborhood kind of rattled but still motion type tune pitches like that. Just kind of some dredgy makeshift to kind of get just an overall hot type song within these aspects where the pitch is going to go. This is kind of one to kind of listen to amidst like the music type fare within the pitch behind it. It's kind of one of those type ones the way alt rock and certain things like that, kind of alternative metal, alternative rocks, and these type pitches will kind of have these type ones more amidst like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock within the fair. Definitely folks like Trapped, Papa Roach, Alien Ant Farm do some of these type ones within the pitch. It's kind of the fair dislike. So it's a little bit more sparky jive about it within those pitches. Definitely reminds like Cypress Hill off of their 1991 album, thinking of songs like How I Could Just Kill a Man and particular like How I Could Just Kill a Man and Hand on the Pump, some of those type ones within the pitch for those formats can have, but just good basic bop within the tone of just town traverse pitches like that, drugstore type runs, Doritos runs, extra type fair, getting some basic kind of makeshifting pitches like that. Soundboy is a good hot one off this album as well. It's like a drooping kind of Slim Shady EP and Illmatic kind of style, Illmatic by Nas kind of style, Hotbox and Biscuit kind of Red Eyes, I'd say, within the aspects of it here. Just one of those type ones. Barrett goes along pretty excellently with like Liquid Swords, though. Definitely say some of these type pitches. Just one of those type ones, kind of slow drive, slow creep around as far as those pitches can happen just within the tone. This particular project probably could have been filled with these, some of those type aspects, thinking the way that like Eminem with like the Slim Shady EP kind of was with some of those swash type ones, just having hell 40 ounces around pitches like that, some of these type fares within it. Real good lazy kind of social sparkiness pitches like that, I'd say, within those tones. Excellent type fare about it. Come Go With Me is nice. Now, this is one of the few type ones apart from the Family Cat. There's a couple ones like Ab Leva's on here and Clips is on. Family is on here. I'm gonna get to possibly Family. I don't know if Family is like a particular folk of Pharrell, this slime of his pitches like that, and same thing with Ab Leva. But Clips, who usually affiliate with Pharrell pretty good, is on Come Go With Me. Come Go With Me is like a dreary and ensnared kind of snack run, I'd say, pitches like that. Just some city torment and paranoia within these pitches. Some of those type fares way 3-6 Mafia kind of do, but just more in an East Coast type flavor. It's like good song to have like some Sniggers too, pitches like that, but just kind of half jolly, half paranoia within these pitches about it. Just kind of a bustling type song. Just pick up like some Swisher Sweets, some of that fares, pay some quick bills with an aspect just within the tone. This is the way certain type folks, Ghostface Killah probably back in 92, 93, 94, Biggie probably back in 94, 95, Nas in like 93, 94 pitches like that, but just kind of missed the fair, just like particular kind of halfway mug type music, a little bit more vanilla within the aspect, but just good type tone. Just probably some aspect of this thing of like some funny type shit that you're gonna fuck with later. Some of those type pitches may go into like a video store picking up like Happy Gilmore, one of those type movies, or picking up Happy Gilmore or Mr. Deeds, some of those type fares from the pitch, good product. But I look after, I think the only other song I haven't talked about on here is Paid in Full, which Paid in Full is like a hotel and lobby steam to kind of get within the products, just out and around, but baked pretty nice within the product of it here. Just some of those type ones that Nas and folks like that would kind of do. Tyler the Creator did a good several of these particular songs on his Bastard album from 2009. It's a good type pitch within some of that formats, but just kind of missed the fair, just out in company, out more brick and mortar and just more built out more brick and mortar type places just within the social variety. A little bit more esteemed about it, but good type fare. Just feeling chatty, I would definitely say, just some hall back type music within the tone, just hall game pitches like that. Some of those type fares are just some degree of diva to notice within those fares. Just good chunk up the deuce pitches like that. See what's up within the fair. Yes, that's the particular fare about this mixtape as far as these pitches I have. I'm looking after the tone behind it. Good classic here within these tones, but it's just kind of pitch as far as saying It's a little bit more sedate and low key within these pitches compared to what I was particularly thinking about. It's this kind of pitch you get a good assortment of like particular songs for like the smoke variety, just aspects with your pals, hotbox songs, some kind of neighborhood jaunts, a little bit of day bustle within the product, like some in between type moments. Get some errands done, bills paid, utilities taken care of, pitches like that. Some stuff there, some day drinking type songs in the in between. But this kind of aspect that the mixtape does not steal the thunder of like the particular album. It's just pitches like that. It's just something to kind of know going in. I mean, there's excellent type songs in here, but in terms of like me trying to think of what a particular anchor about this product would kind of be in terms of like the one to make a beeline for, is this kind of product. Pharrell is definitely pretty fire within these aspects, but in terms of like something that's kind of like the way Jeezy kind of did with Trap or Die pitches like that, it just doesn't have. It's not to say it's not good, but it's just a pitch as far as saying just something that's kind of like a standout come within like the Pharrell type bite that's kind of like. I'm not going to say it doesn't have immediate type songs in here, because I would definitely say the clip song is pretty good. That's definitely a good snack run type song for like the Nightcomers pitch like that. It's a pretty vanilla type album within these pitches getting towards it. Just the aspect of some of these type ones. This is an immediate mixtape to go for. I don't know how much it got on Dat Piff. I mean, for the longest part, I wasn't even aware of this particular mixtape in most parts. It's kind of this feels very off the wayside within pitch, like the tension it kind of grabbed. Pharrell's kind of like that in the first place. So just on top of that, free mixtape within these fairs having that sort of attention is this kind of aspect that just doesn't seem as much folks made complex new. So I would definitely say the makeshift type songs are pretty excellent on here. Reminisce is a real good, nice one for like some reflect pitches like that, even though I probably would fuck with Fortified a little bit more. That has a little bit more energy about it. In terms of like the most sparky, and probably within the complex, like the ones that go for immediately within your palate as far as like the pitch of like the anchors about it, I'd say Liquid Swords, Come Go With Me, probably like Sound Boy's pretty good. Some of these type pitches within these aspects is just kind of fair. It's just more sedate within the tones. So this kind of pitch as far as it's excellent type product, just getting towards it, but just more in between kind of neighborhood, just secondary type thoughts and extracurricular, seldom expressions from Pharrell as far as those pitch counts. So it's just good to know that within the pitch behind it. But I look after it, 10 mixtape in terms of the social score is probably going to get maybe like a 9.5 out of 10. It's not to say within the quality that's not there. It's just kind of the pitch as far as saying it's just more the aspect. I think definitely Pharrell has enough popularity. Most folks tend to fuck with him within these pitches as far as paying attention to it. It's just kind of the progress as far as saying just in terms of like the immediate type ones for something to kind of start off with. I mean, it has the quality on here. It just doesn't have like. It just feels like Pharrell's a little bit more carnivorous and more kind of high octane on that particular like album as far as this pitch count. But it's excellent type fare. It's not. It's excellent type fare. It's just more of a lax and lo-fi type mixtape in terms of 2000s type fashion. So this is a pitch for saying just expecting, if you're looking for can I have it like that and drop it like it's hot Pharrell, this is kind of the pitch that's not within those aspects as far as the pitch count. But other than that, it's pretty furious. There are some ones like I do feel like the song for folks. Some of these freestyles to like these songs by other folks, like The Message by Ice Cube and Grills by Nelly and Trap or Die by Jeezy, even though that's on the Young Joe project, are pretty good on there as well. Those are some sparky type ones in the relative type sense. But yeah, 9.5 social. So in terms of future, like Pharrell, not as full buncher with these pitches kind of the aspect. I mean, he's dropped some Nerd albums, pitches like that. It's kind of fair as far as saying, I don't think he dropped a third album. I would have known probably likely if he had done that. But it's kind of fair. He did something, I guess I could look it up, just kind of see within the product of it. Yeah, he dropped like a particular mixtape called the Black Yacht. Pharrell has dropped like the Black Yacht Rock Volume 1, City of Limitless Access, as far as these pitches can happen. It's like a group called Virginia, pitch like that. That came out in the spring of 2024. He dropped the soundtrack album Piece by Piece, music from the original motion picture in 2024. And he does have another mixtape as well that I'm going to get to, pitches like that. Accent type ordeal, so just kind of some yellow and kind of more. It's definitely an excellent kind of yellow and doldrummy kind of album within the pitch. And just like the aspect, just more pedestrian within the fair, just glancing blow type variety pitches like that, just normalized type fashion, vanilla and factory kind of 2000 type album within the pitch, and just getting like good basic kind of snack run and day drink type music pitches like that. So excellent kind of blistering tape.